What is up, Josh and Holly Smallwood? How are you doing? I don't know if you remember me or not. We were the guys that drove in from Fort Worth and partnered with another agency at one point to help do some video work for you a couple years ago. Beforehand, it was Bowtie Media, but now we've got two companies, and Bowtie Media is being run by some of our friends doing wedding, and we now focus on Quirk advertising, which is helping people clarify their message, grow their business through the words that they use, and then using whatever marketing medium to do that. And of course, video is one of our big things. But what I really wanted to share with you is one. First, I hope you got the book "Building a Story Brand" by Donald Miller. I don't know if you've heard of it before, or ever read it, or know what Donald Miller is doing through the company's Story Brand, but I think it would add a ton of value to what you're doing. And actually, I know it would. I really believe it would, because we've added a ton of confidence even in the past since we started really doing this in September of last year. A ton of confidence is boosted just to be able to help our clients gain more traction and more return on their investment through the actual marketing that they do, because they're simplifying what it is they're saying and they're clarifying their message, and then they're flipping. Like, one example is really making sure everything that you use in the wording is making your clients the hero and you're just the guide to help them get there, versus stating that you're the hero and kind of putting yourself up on a pedestal, which is also biblical, but it's this whole side of like putting others first and using that in your messaging in the way that people draw them in, and then telling their story, not telling yours. So it's sometimes we love to tell what we can do and our background and our story, and I love being able to do that with people. But what we're noticing is people don't care who you are until they know that you can solve their problem first. So usually what we want to do now is we want to share their story, and the words you use in the lens of your business, share what it is you can do to help them continue their story and grow with who they are as a person, with whatever service, and in your case, products that you offer. And then they'll care more about who you are and get more involved in your community. But what we've done is we've actually did a review of your website. So we spent about 15 minutes. So on the back end of this video, there's 15-minute worth of us like screen recording your video. And this guy named Chris on our team, he's a certified guide with StoryBrand that helps us clarify our message for our clients. He just sat down and I said, hey, I'm not going to tell you anything about them. They're clients that we have done some stuff with in the past, and I would love to see if I can help them do some more things here in the future, but I'm not going to tell you anything about them. So he just jumped on, not knowing anything, and reviewed your site through the lens of StoryBrand. So I really think, knowing your guys' skill set and the people you have on your team, you could actually take the things we're doing on, if you like what we have to say, through our review, and do it. And if that adds value to you, then great. Then I've won, because at the end of the day, I think we've connected in the past and you've helped us grow. So if this helps you grow, then great. But also, if you have some questions about some things we could do, we have some really neat like coaching sessions that we can come in and help your team simplify what it is we're trying to say, create one-liners, create a message through the StoryBrand framework, so that everyone's saying the same things, and then the messaging on all of your marketing is really drawn to bring people through a funnel so that they'll take an action. And that's our main goal, even as a company, is get people to take an action. So I want you to check out this video. And I know I'm not explaining a ton about StoryBrand. I would love to talk more, and I'll reach out to you guys soon. But let me know what you think about the review and the book if you have time to read it. I really think it will give you some great perspective on how to kind of frame what it is you're doing. Because what's really neat about where you guys are at, y'all have blown up and you have had a ton of success already at an early stage of your company, and you've seen some really fast growth. So what's neat about this is if you just position a few things and change your messaging just in a way that makes more sense to a larger audience, you can actually grow even faster. So we're seeing people that don't have success and now they're getting the leads that they want because it's making sense. The ones that are having success are now quadrupling the amount of leads and people coming to their site and taking action and doing something, because it's just making sense to a broader audience, instead of leaving sometimes clever pieces or design for people to connect. Instead, it's like using the words. Like, think about Amazon. When you buy something on Amazon, you want to know that those words make sense for you to buy it. The pictures makes, yes, and you want to read some reviews, but you're not going to buy anything without reading what it has to say, and those words are important, and sometimes we'll have you buy something or not. So anyways, check out this video. I'm going to stop talking, and we'll see what you think.
All right, we're going to do a quick website review of Smallwoods. And we're just going to go through the homepage and we're going to use the StoryBrain framework as a guide to what are some of the things you could do on your homepage to really maximize the impact of your company. And we'll just go from there. So just to begin, my name is Chris Rivera. I am a StoryBrand certified guide. And through Quirk Advertising, we help companies create clear marketing message. That way they can use that on all things, like website, graphic design, so that your business can grow. So we're going to kind of go through just the homepage, and I'm going to give some ideas on things you can do and say to really make this website perform for you. First thing I wanted to say is I don't really know what you do. I'm coming to the website very objective, and so I will be kind of discovering it as I'm going through the website. So this is kind of real time, right? So what I'm saying is real time, and what I think that you do and how you should change it. So first of all, this 50% off all customs today, shop now, and all of this right here. This tells me that this is a store. I mean, this is fine. You can keep that there. It is obvious, so that's where my eyes went to first, right? So this might be something that we look from a strategy perspective on how to place that later. It almost feels like this website is maybe a Shopify site or something that it's kind of built into the website. So I'm not going to really talk much about this. I'm actually going to start from this white bar and just go straight down first. This is all called the header, right? So I'm going to start there and talk about this. So Smallwoods, this is great. The logo is fantastic. The thing about the logo and your name is it doesn't tell me what you do. That's fine. It doesn't have to. So what I'm actually looking forward to is what's going to be shared later. But this does tell me I'm in the right spot. Okay, so I'm actually going to move over to the right because as we read, top to bottom, left to right. So I'm going to move to the right, and I'm going to look at these links. So signs and customs. That I think I understand what that means. I think based off of kind of even the image below, it looks like you can create decor signs specifically. And custom ones, I assume that word right there might need to change. This could be custom signs or have two different links, right? But this tells me you create decor in terms of signs or custom things for my home, okay? Around the home doesn't really tell me what is gonna happen, so I'm probably not gonna click that. And then about us. Right now, I don't really, not to be mean or rude, but I don't really care about you until I know that you solve my problem. Okay, so right now, as we're looking through this, if I was coming to you to find decor or signs for my house, I would know you do it, but I wouldn't know what to do right now at this point. There's no real clear call to action. So I actually think that these buttons are just fine. There's not a lot up there, so it's not real distracting either. But I would take all of these and move them over. Just move them to the left. And then what I would do in that empty space over there to the left is I would go ahead and add a call to action button right there. And this could be buy now or purchase your sign or something like that. It could even be, visit store, right? Because that's what you want them to do. You want them to visit store, okay? So I would put that there, and all those links, I would move it over. So far what we've done is we've said, okay, when I come to the website, what I want people to do is I want people to know who we are. I want people to understand what we do, and then have a clear call to action to do it, right? So again, a nice obvious button on the top right corner. So I'm gonna give you an example of what that might look like using Quirk Advertising's website. So go here, I'm gonna scroll to the top, and let me clear off all that mess there. So if you notice, Quirk has their logo in the top left corner. Quirk actually does have the word advertising in it, so it does kind of clarify what is being done here. So you could do that in your logo as well. You can do Smallwood custom signs, or custom decor or something like that, right? So you could do that, but You don't have to. That's fine. But anyway, you have the logo. And if you notice, Quirk actually we don't have any links here at all, right? Nothing, because we hid them in what we call a hamburger menu right here. So that those three little lines, actually hamburger menu, if I click that, it'll open up the menu with all of the links there. So it's pretty cool, right? That's something you could do. You could totally do that even now too. Really depends on the type of product you have. If it's Shopify, I'm not sure it forces you to do that or not, but definitely an option when you're creating a new website. But if you notice, big call to action, really obvious, right next to it. Schedule a call. So what's your call to action? What do you want people to do on your website, right? This is what you want people to do. So going back to your website, what do you want them to do here? There's nothing at the very top that tells me what you want me to do. And if I hover over this, this might give me a little, okay, so I didn't know this happened. So again, this is one of those, as I'm finding it, there's a lot of, I don't know what you want me to do now. Like, okay, customs, it's a little overwhelming. And now I'm seeing there's science, home decor, and bath and body. So there's a lot here. I don't know what you want me to buy, to be honest. About us, meet the Smallwoods. Is that your name? I think so. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's your name, which is cool. I love that it's your name. That's great. I didn't know that. So I don't necessarily know if I need to know that right now, but definitely something we can look at later. But from a content standpoint, we definitely need to hide these because this kind of will overwhelm me. I don't know where to begin, right? And here's the thing. There's one thing you want them to do, right? And here's what I feel like you want them to do. I feel like you want them to customize something, right? I don't know what, but customize what? What do you want me to customize here? That's what I think you're asking me to do. That's not really actually asking for me to purchase anything or to do anything. Customize, as in one word, is not clear enough for me. Customize your frame. I would actually do something more on the lines of buy now, like purchase the product now, and then they get into customizing that once they click that button. But it's not super clear, so I would be clear on what you want them to do. What do you want them to do when they come to this website? That's what you want these calls to action to be. Okay, this time all customs 50% off. This is stuff that I don't really need to know right now because what if I'm not ready to buy? That's not really going to help me. You need to have some statements there. Decorating your home should not be expensive. We help you create custom frames for your photos or something, right? You want to say something like that. So for example, going back to Quirk Advertising's website, we help you create marketing plans that work, clarify your message, and grow your business, right? It tells you what we do at Quirk and then what's going to happen because of it right below it. And then what do you want me to do? Schedule a call. So same thing here. Okay. Now the image that's behind it of these pictures of family and the young baby, kind of holding, that's really cute. And I think that's a great picture. So you're good there. We definitely want pictures that show kind of lifestyle. What would life look like if they purchased from you? So smiling people, holding your product, that kind of thing. This is really cute. This is great. Maybe if it's a slideshow, you can do that where it has different types of images, like an adult holding it or looking at it, or people sitting down drinking coffee at that table with some of the images or some of the frames hung up on the wall behind them, that kind of thing. So basically what's happening above the fold, just in this section, the goal here is we want them to know who you are. We want them to have a call to action, and that is super clear right here. So that could be buy now, that could be schedule a consult. I mean, if you do that kind of stuff, that's fine too. Then we also want to have the call to action again here. We want that call to action to be the same as the one that's up here. And then make this statement here something that's more, it shouldn't be expensive to create custom frames, or make your home look beautiful. And then below it, we provide custom frames for your photography or something like that, right? Whatever it is that you want to explain, we can help with that. Since we have not spoken, there's actually a process we can take you through that will help you create clear messaging, and which would go on websites, on graphic design work, on all marketing collateral. We can help create that messaging for you. So let's scroll down a little bit further. As I scroll down, again, you have pricing. This is fine. I would move it down, move it down, move it down on the website, move all of this down. This is great. This is okay. You want people to see your product and be able to purchase it. These look like pre-made ones, not custom, so that's fine. You want to have that. But what I would put in this section instead of this is I actually would create what's called a value proposition section right here. It's a whole section on what value am I getting by working with you or by purchasing from you. So let's go ahead and go to Quirk again as an example. I'll scroll down a little bit further. Here is the value proposition. Save time and money, reach more customers, grow your brand. You have icons, and then you have descriptive text below it. And as I've said already, the call to action. We want to make sure that's always highlighted as well. Never be afraid of repeating yourself from a call to action standpoint, okay? But what are some of the things that they'll get by doing work, by purchasing from you? What is something that's gonna happen? So add that value prop section right below it. Then what I would do below that section is I would have it, again, this is great. This looks like an Instagram feed right here. Move it down. Let's move it down, move it down, move it down, move it down, okay? I would add, and you know what? You can have images like this around the site, but this is more, you don't want people to confuse what you do. This is more, I want to get to see if you're legitimate, so that's why that should go down below. Now, in a section like this, I would offer a plan. What is the easiest way for someone to purchase from you? So one, the first thing they can do is view library or view product. Two, customize your art. And three, have a, improve the look of your home or something like that. So back to Quirk's website, let's go ahead and show you what that looks like in the plan. Look, the Quirk 3-step process: schedule a call, clarify your message, grow your business, and then guess what? Schedule a call, right? We want a clear plan. We want to tell people what it's going to be like to purchase from you. There's a lot of things they can purchase: Bath and Body, home decor, signs, right? There's a lot. So let's go ahead and remove a lot of that complexity and give them a 3-step plan. Right? So one, customize your art. Two, or one, view options. Two, customize your art. Three, enjoy your new home, or your new art, whatever. And again, from a messaging standpoint, we can help clarify that for you. So frame signs, hanging canvas, wood photos. So I just want to say that this basically is a storefront on the homepage. I would probably push all that back. We want to have some maybe testimonies here. We want to have some things of when people have actually purchased from you, how much their home is beautified and how much their family loves it and all that stuff. We want to add some value prop again in that statement there, or in this section here. And then below, this is fine. This is what we call your junk drawer, right? These are all the other links and things that you can have here. Newsletter, subscribe to receive updates, access. So this right here, no one's going to sign up for this unless they get something from it. So offer a free PDF, right? Or some sort of downloadable resource that will help them be able to choose what product fits them the best. And the only way to get it is by giving you your email. You're going to get more people subscribe if you give them something in return. You can give them 10% off. You can give them 15% off. I think there was a pop-up when I visited the site earlier that said that. And so what you can say, instead of subscribe to receive updates, access to exclusive deals and more, you can say get 10% off and receive future exclusive deals. Who doesn't want that, right? And then sign up. Okay, this right here at the bottom, how they pay, that's great. And it's super small, so that's fine too. Now, these are some of the things that you can do. This isn't all inclusive of everything from a story brand perspective you can do on your website, but the goal we want to accomplish is who you are, what you do, clarifying that. Not so much, right? Not so much. We want to reduce that. And then what do they need to do to contact you? What's the call to action? Within the first 5 to 10 seconds of them visiting your website, they should know that. Right now, it took me longer to figure out what it is that you provide, and it's not real direct on what I should do about it. Okay, so if you need help, we'd like to walk you through the process, the StoryBrand process. This will help you clarify what you have to say, and then through that, we'll be able to give a strategy on specifically what you could do on your website, what you can do on your social, what you can do even from a sales strategy and on. But first, let's clarify what you do and how you say it, and then move on from there. So if you have any questions, reach out to us. Thank you so much for taking the time out and watching this video.